Hey, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and all other placements. Welcome or welcome back to Sacred Light Tarot. This is Anna, and we are going to be taking a look at Lionsgate 8-8 portal. Guys, this is going to begin a couple of days prior to the date, and it will continue on a couple of days hence. And it's really important because we actually have that full moon in Aquarius. And guys, you are having Mars visit your planet. It was just in Virgo. Hello, Virgo here, Sun and Rising. And yeah, I will say that tensions had been a little bit high, nerves a little bit on edge. How you react or respond knowing that you have Mars in your sign is going to make a huge difference. All right, so just be aware of that whenever it enters your sign this week. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the reading and see what we need to know about the Lionsgate portal for you. Ladies, if you would please. Oh, and guys, I am having a contest right now for 2 free personal readings with yours truly. I'm looking for a name for this guy here, the crow. I'm also looking for a name for this guy here, and all entries down below will be 1 entry into the to win the reading. So I will be giving away 2 readings, and I will let you know which name we pick for which prop here. And they'll stay here on the channel even though they are Halloween decorations. All right, thank you. All right, you have the number 18, Sorcerer. Ambition, willpower, creation. All right, these are a lot of energies that I would associate with Leo season. Okay, the number 18 here could be significant, reducing down to a 9. That could also be about the, this is kind of giving me the magician vibes. Manifestation. What is it that you are manifesting? What is it that you want to bring into your life? This is a great time for you to do that, for all signs, not just for Libra, but for all signs. So, make sure that you are checking your moon, your rising, and your Venus if this reading does not resonate with you. So, ladies, what is the overall general energy for my Librans for this portal? Okay, the number 9. The 9 of Wands. So, the Wounded Warrior. We'll see how this shakes out because this could be one of 2 things: pushing through any limiting or any barriers that have been limiting your forward progress. And I kind of feel like that may be the case, especially with the card here. Or it could be about saying, okay, I do need a bit of time here to gather myself before I continue on this voyage. Let's see. What else, please? Ladies, if you would, what else? We have the 4 of Cups. Something here around not being satisfied. A sense of apathy, the 8 of Cups. Okay, whatever this is, you walked away from it. or it walked away from you. Now, I feel like you walked away from it. And the 7 of Wands, you're saying, okay, and stay gone. Yeah, I understand. The 9 of Wands, please, ladies, if you would. The 9 of Wands. The King of Swords. Whew, you are being chilly. You're providing information, but nothing but. And very, very, yeah, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here. This could be indicative of the full moon, you desiring to push on past whatever this 9 of Wands is, whatever you have your guard up about, but desiring to persevere despite it. You could be manifesting. This is a card of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here. King of Swords. Really Aquarian energy. But let's see here. What else? Okay. The World. Yeah, I feel like it's one final push and then something is over here. The World. You've completed a cycle. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And it's really strange that right on the 8-8 portal, which is in Leo season, we're having the Aquarian full moon, which is 2 fixed signs in one. The 4 of Cups. What is this 4 of Cups about? What are we dissatisfied about or apathetic about? The Hierophant. Okay, a higher level of commitment, or this is a relationship between you and your higher self. And it feels like a relationship here, especially with the moon. I don't feel like you are necessarily. There's a feeling of, yeah, I'm just not into you, or I'm just not into this. Somebody has to say something though. And it may be that you're not letting this, because the moon is covering the Four of Cups here. I feel like this is something that you're keeping to yourself, keeping silent. The Hierophant, it may be because this is a higher level of commitment, i.e. marriage. This could be something that has to do with tradition. If you have children together, you may not want to leave because there are children involved, and you may be saying, this is the right thing to do. Well, it may be the right thing to do, but if two parents stay together and they don't care for each other, what kind of example is that setting for a child? I was in that same exact situation. So that's the reason why I say that. It was ultimately the reason that I walked away. So we do have Taurus and Libra energy here in the Hierophant. This could also be about talking to a therapist about why you're feeling dissatisfied. Some deep emotions here that you've yet to work through. If that is the case, I feel like you're seeing that, yeah, it's healthy for you to emotionally detach here. The Eight of Cups, please, ladies. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands. The sunflowers show possibility, shows hope. All right, sunflowers always face the sun. She also has a black cat at her feet, which is pretty much, I don't care what people think. I really, really don't. I may be perceived as the bad guy. Go ahead and perceive me as the bad guy, but I'm walking away from this. You're always the bad guy, by the way, in someone's story, whether you know that or not. Whenever people don't want to take responsibility, it's very easy to make the other person the bad guy. So you're going to be the bad person no matter what. You're going to be painted as the bad guy no matter what, in some way, shape, form, or fashion in your life at some time. So if this is something that you really want to leave behind, if this is something that you emotionally want to detach from, go ahead and be the bad guy and say, you know what, I'm going out on my own and I'm doing my own damn thing, and to hell with what anybody thinks about it. The the Eight of Cups, please. Yeah, the Page of Cups. And with an apology, and I feel like there's like one parting word, and you're saying, yeah, bye. Thanks. Or I'm sorry this didn't work out. Burrow. Exhaustion, questioning motivations, realignment underneath the bottom of the deck. I feel like this does realign you. I feel like you have been burned out trying to defend your point on this or keep your guard up. I feel like for an entirely different reason, you're standing your ground now. The Seven of Wands, yeah, the Devil, because you know that this is something that you don't want to be associated with. In fact, the Three of Wands here, you are looking toward the horizon, all right, waiting for your ships to come in, and you're turning your back to the past. The Five of Swords here, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords. What? 5, 6, 7. Wow, interesting. And I shuffled this like 3 times. 5, 6, 7 of Swords. A lot of swords. It feels like you are dealing with some mental conflict here about whether or not you should move on, but then ultimately, don't question yourself, all right? If this is the case, don't question yourself. The Seven of Swords could be questioning yourself, doubting if you have the ability to. You do. You absolutely do. You always do. Death here. But it means ending something. Yeah. It also means transforming something. It means shifting. It means, we all have the cycle of death and rebirth. We're always shedding old versions of ourselves every time that we do change. Death, scorpionic energy. What you're telling me here is that whether or not this person is toxic or whether or not it's a toxic version of you that comes out around this person, you're standing your ground and you're saying, I don't want this anywhere near me, all right? I don't like being this person. I don't like being around this person. I don't like this devil energy, whatever this is. And if this is something that you feel like you are contractually obligated to, like with the Hierophant, you're saying, okay, but I have a child, but I have, there are legalities or whatever the case may be. You're saying, yeah, but I still choose to end this. It's still, I can unchain myself as easily as I chained myself to this. Maybe a little more difficult, okay, depending on the situation, but it can be done. There is nothing that says that you have to stay stuck in a relationship where you're not thriving. Okay. And underneath the bottom of the deck, exhaustion, questioning your motivations, and realignment. You may be questioning with the Seven of Swords here underneath the bottom of the deck, do I have what it takes to move forward? Do I have what it takes to move on from this situation? The answer is yes, you always do. It's just whether or not you are, and sometimes you're not prepared. What if this were to end without any warning, without you initiating it? Would you be fine? Ask yourself. And you have your answer right there. I would make do. Okay? Same kind of thing goes here. Right? Make do. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You're learning how to. The King of Swords can also be informatic. It's about gathering information. It's about gaining knowledge. About how to push through whatever this last bit is to the Ten of Wands, where you can finally drop that heavy burden and close out the cycle with the world, saying, I'm done. And boy, does it not feel so damn good. Death, Scorpionic energy, the world, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. We have the Hierophant, Taurus, and Libra energy, the moon. Cancer and Piscean energy, the devil, Capricorn. All right, guys. That is what I have for you, Libra. Take care, guys, and I will see you again here soon. I will be doing all 12 signs as frequently as possible so that you can check your moon, your rising, and your Venus. And also, yeah, for all of the major events, you will have your own. I mean, as often as I'm able to get those out, I will be doing so. Remember, the number 18, Sorcerer, you have the ability to create whatever life it is that you desire, ambition, willpower, and creation. Go after it. Willpower. The desire to move past this, this brief period of pause with the Nine of Wands. You're wounded, but you're not out. Okay, you're down, but you're not out. You've got the ambition and the willpower to create whatever it is that you want moving forward. I feel like you're going to do exactly that. All right, guys, that is what I have for you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys again here soon. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like, and I can't wait to see what names you come up for the 2 new additions to the studio. All right, guys, take care. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being with me here today and for taking time to sit with me and take a look at the energies that are surrounding you at this time. For a more in-depth personal reading, you can always book one in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this reading, then definitely check out these. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you again here soon. Mwah.